Hello everyone, happy morning and greetings to you all from our exclusive Education Plus Empowerment Updates. Well, dear students, we have been doing lot of videos with regard to our CBSE, NCERT Class 10 English related lessons, and in this short video, we will be dealing with our Unit 2 poem entitled A Tiger in the Zoo, written by Leslie Norris. So dear students, are you ready and excited to know about the poem, character analysis and other details of the poem? So let us discuss the details one by one, and which is meant for our low profile students for easier understanding of the lesson. So here we have a zoo. Did you ever see a zoo? Wonderful. Have you gone to the zoo? Now let us discuss how our life would be when we are caged. Dear students, after completion of your 10th class studies, you will be going to the hostel life. So just imagine how your life will be when you go to a hostel for your higher studies, and how you can differentiate between your home life, present home life and future hostel life. The same thing scenario is considered here. So dear students, so in our Unit 2, we have discussed Nelson Mandela, who was prisoned for 30 years for achieving the freedom. So the exact theme is related for this poem. Now here is a question. Have you ever thought how selfish we are as human beings? Just look at their eyes. So dear students, look at the eyes of the different creatures here. We have parrot, we have monkey, we have other creatures, monkey, tiger and giraffe and other things. So whenever we prison them or cage them, how would they think? So in this poem, we are going to discuss the feelings of the tiger when it is in the cage or when it is in the natural habitat. So just think, look at the slide here. Throughout the world, thousands of animals and birds are kept in appalling conditions in zoos, circuses and private ownership. So we do know that we have to think of biodiversity, giving enough freedom for the creatures and other respective animals in our environment. Even in modern zoos, lions, tigers and other big cats are repeatedly frustrated because of their hunting and territorial instincts are denied. At present, wild tigers are in crisis, and the main threat is that human activity. While captive animals are exploited in zoos and circuses, in the wild, less than 5,000 tigers remain. So, though our country is highly populated with 144 crores of people, but we do have only around 5,000 or less than 5,000 tigers which are surviving in the environment. So these threats include habitat loss due to mining, dams and logging, farming and human settlement, poaching for medicinal and other purposes. So these are the various reasons for the causes of the extinct or human animals extinction or danger to animals. Now let us look at the poet information. Here the poet's name is George Leslie Norris, who is from South Wales, a prize-winning poet and a short story writer. He is one of the most important writers of the post-war period after 1947. So he deals with the nature. So he is a teacher and he deals with nature and the life of the instinct. So this is the brief information regarding the poet. Now let us look at the theme of the poem. The poem contrasts a tiger in the zoo with the tiger in its natural habitat. So here place yourself in the place of a tiger. How would you feel when you are at home and when you will be in the hostel? The poem moves from the zoo to the jungle And back again to the zoo. The poet wants to depict the difference between the two environments here. So what are the two environments, dear students? The two environments are zoo and its natural habitat, forest. It depicts the mental condition of the caged tiger. So here we will also look at the summary and how we are going to understand in our context. So look at the picture here, how the tiger is being caged in the zoo. Now, let us look at the tone of the poem. The tone of the poem is sympathetic towards the plight of the caged animals. So, manamu sanubuti express cheyali. So, how do we feel when we were in that position? So, here sympathetic attitude towards the plight of the caged animals. So, bandhinchabadina animals patla we need to express our sympathy. Now, regarding the short summary, the tiger moves up and down its cage. He is filled with rage, but he is helpless. He should have been in the jungle chasing the deer, but he is in a cage looking out at the stars and ignoring the visitors. This is the shortest summary of the poem. Now, let us discuss the theme of the poem, which is written here. The poem conveys the message that the real home of wild animals is their natural habitat, but not the zoo. And repetition, the poetic devices used in the poem are, so here I will explain the stanza-wise analysis. Velvet, quiet, quiet range. Brilliant eyes, brilliant stars. These are the repeated used words, so that it has the poetic device called repetition. Now, stanza 1. I will be reading out the stanza and for your understanding, and look at the annotation for your understanding. So, he stalks in his vivid stripes, the few steps of his cage on pads of velvet quiet, in his quiet rays. So, look at the rhyming pattern here, cage and rays. So when the animal is kept in cage, it expresses its rage, kopam, anger. So he walks in a quiet race in the few steps of cage. He has vivid stripes, bright and attractive lines on skin. Can you see, dear students? These are called stripes, black stripes here. Next, stanza 2. He should be lurking in the shadow, sliding through the long grass. So look at the stanza here. He should be lurking. Lurking means here, he lurks means waits in the shadow and slides in the long grasses of the jungle. Look at the meanings under the underlined words here, which are in green color. So near the water hole, where the plump deep bass. Near the water hole, he searches the plump. So fat deer means the tiger searches for its food when it is in the natural habitat. Next, moving on to the stanza 3. He should be snarling around the houses at the jungle's edge, baring his white fangs, his claws terrorizing the village. So, the tiger snarls and walks around the houses. At jungle's edge, he shows his white fangs and claws to terrorize means scare the village people. So, this is the nature of the tiger, which is expressed by the poet in this stanza. Now, moving on to the next stanza. But he is locked in a concrete cell. Now, where is he locked? He is locked in a concrete cell, means caged. See the image here. It's very alone, feeling very sad, being alone in the cage. His strength behind the bars, stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitors. So the tiger is closed inside the concrete cell. He can show his strength here. So he walks in the length of the cage. He ignores the visitors. So he moves within the cell, moving from there and here and there. just ignoring the visitors, means doesn't care the visitors because his strength is not shown in the cage. Now he hears the last voice at night, the patrolling cars, and stares with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. Look at this image here for a better understanding. The tiger listens to the last voice at the night. He also listens the sound of patrolling cars, the cars of the police, which you find in the zoo, by his brilliant eyes, hopeful eyes for freedom. How Nelson Mandela sought for freedom with his 30 years of immense struggle or continuous struggle or relentless efforts. Like that, the tiger is hoping to be freed from the cage. He looks at the brilliant stars, brightful future of the freedom. So in this way, the poet contrasts the poem analysis in this way. So now analysis of the stanza. Please have a glance at it and write it in your notes and for your reading comprehension purpose in the examination. So look at the slide here. Stanza 1 analysis followed by stanza 2. Look at the images here. The same thing is expressed again and again in the stanza. So with this we conclude our today's description on the poem A Tiger in the Zoo, written by Loris. So look at the circus, how the tigers are used by the circus person here, and finally it says, please do save me. The tiger pleads to the humans. So wish you all happy learning and keep learning. Have a great day ahead. Please do subscribe and encourage for more educational and enriching content. Thank you very much. Have a great day ahead.